Former FBI Director James Comey expected to be indicted for lying to Congress. Interestingly enough, Trump has posted on Truth Social this morning this clip.
What they did to this country in 2016, starting in 2016, but going up all the way going up to 2020 in the election. They tried to rig the election and they got caught. And there should be very severe consequences for that. Treason.
All right, stop right there. Do your job. Stop this shit. If you know what you know, then do something about it.
Mm-hmm.
If Trump allows these people to not be punished, when they get back, which they will because they'll cheat or they'll figure it out, they will kill everybody. These people who consistently stir the pot, who spend money to promote violence, who lie, cheat, steal, and protect the criminals in this country, who encourage the corruption, who take money from other countries for influence on their decisions here. Those people are traitors to the American people. And if you know, Donald Trump, that that's the truth, then your job is to do something, period. And you want to know why your reputation's failing? Because you're failing to do shit. That's the truth. What is up, guys? It's Andy Frisella, and this is the show for the realists. Say goodbye to the lies, the fakeness, and delusions of modern society, and welcome to reality, guys. Today, we have Andy and DJ
Cruise the internet.
That's what we're going to do. We're going to cruise the internet. We're going to speculate on what's going on. We're going to throw some topics on the screen. We're going to make some jokes, accuse some people of treason, and then talk about how we the people could solve these problems going on in the world. That's pretty much the show. We do have Q&AF on Monday, which is personal development. You can submit your questions to be live answered on that show a couple different ways. How do you do that?
Yeah, guys, the first way is you can email your questions in to Ask Andy at andyfrisella.com. You can also leave your questions in the comments on the Q&AF episodes on YouTube, or check the link in the description below and submit your question there to be called. Drop them digits.
Yeah, come with some good shit, man. We're here to help. Sometimes we're going to have real talk. Real talk just 5 to 20 minutes of me giving you real talk. And then other times we'll have 75 hard verses. 75 hard verses where someone who has completed the 75 hard program comes on the show, talks about how their life was before, how their life is now, and how they used the 75 hard program to transform their life. Now you can get the entire 75 hard program, which is the initial phase of the Live Hard program, at episode 208 on the audio feed only. It's not on YouTube. It's on the audio feed only, and it is comprehensive. The entire program is free. You can also buy the book at andyfrisella.com called The Book on Mental Toughness. It is not free, but it is more in-depth with a whole bunch of more shit that if you're interested in the topic, you're going to like. So with that being said, we do have a fee. The fee is very simple. Don't be a hoe.
Share the show.
All right, that's the fee. What's up?
Hey. How's it going?
Hey. So what's going on today, man?
Dude.
You got a fucking snake in your car.
Bro, there is a snake in the boot.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I don't, listen, and I did have an intro, but like since this happened, I feel like I kind of have to share it with the class now. Yeah, dude, I don't know. Michael, Hot Wheels.
Yeah.
He like rolled up on me and he was like, bro, there's a snake in your truck. And like, you know, he f***s with us all the time, specifically me. So I'm like, all right, yeah, like off, bro. I'll flatten your tire.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, like seriously, like you have a snake in your truck. And he shows me the fucking picture. This is the picture here, chat. And bro, there's a fucking legit snake in my like grill. Okay. And like the craziest part about all of this, dude, is like I had to put some oil in my truck, like top up, you know, just keep the maintenance right. Yesterday. And so I like, you know, you got to lift the hood up. I was literally right there yesterday. Now, I don't know. I think that's just like a black rat or a rat snake or something.
It looks like a little baby.
Yeah, a little tiny guy, you know. But it's just so crazy. Like, I wonder, like, I don't know when the I got in there.
Probably at your house.
You know? I do live in the country.
Yeah, you live in the country. The suburbs. The rural suburbs.
Safe area of
Yes.
St. Louis. That's right.
Yeah.
Safe. Dude, yeah, I don't know, man. I have no clue. And so we went out there. I thought you did. I'm gonna be honest. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to blame you. I did think you had something to do with it originally.
Why would I have something to do with snakes?
But then that was a thought.
Yeah.
Right? Like you don't like snakes.
No,
you know
I don't mess with snakes, bro.
But you would pay somebody to do it.
No, I wouldn't.
You know what I'm saying?
No, snakes not funny, bro. There's a line you don't cross.
But I don't mind snakes.
You don't mess with your boys' ex-girlfriends.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You don't mess with your boys' current girlfriends.
Yep.
You don't fuck with snakes. That's pretty much it.
That's a rule of life.
Yeah.
Or fries.
Yeah, you don't touch another man's fries.
That's it.
Get your fingers broke.
That's it. But yeah, man. Yeah. So I don't know, dude. Like, yeah, there's a snake in my truck. We took the top off, the little plastic piece inside.
Yeah, he figured out where to hide, man.
Can't find it.
Yeah.
Can't find it. So I'm just praying to God it doesn't like come out the vents while I'm driving. Because like I'm cool with snakes, but like that would not be cool.
Yeah.
You know.
He's just a little guy.
Yeah, it's a little small, but that's the problem. Where you can fucking get in there. That's the problem. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, I'll keep you guys updated. I don't know what to make of it, bro.
He had to have fallen out of that tree that is above your truck.
There is no tree above my truck no more.
I thought, oh, there's not?
No, we took them all down.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. I don't know how he got in there then.
Bro, I don't know, bro. It's a beautiful snake, though. It's a beautiful little snake.
Yeah.
Nice little guy.
Yeah.
But I guess on the same tune of animals, it is bears about to go into hibernation season.
Oh, yeah?
So we got some. Dude, it's mindless, but it's whatever. I thought it was awesome. Polar bears. Okay, polar bears. There's this clip going out right now on the internet. Let's check it out. Bro.
That is huge.
That's a big boy.
Got those two babies.
I think the person in the car is a little big too. Oh, husky.
That is a huge bear,
Bro.
Holy shit.
That's my spirit animal.
That's the biggest bear, right? A polar bear?
Polar bear, yeah.
Shit, man.
Yeah, so I mean, like, this is an average size, like when they're normal. But I
Yeah.
think they're about to go into hibernation or something
Yeah.
and prepare for the winter.
That's a big boy. He's going to make it through
but
the
that's
winter. Yeah. That's you before. There's you after.
that's me after.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Credit score and all, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Well,
Yeah, I mean,
guys,
look how much darker you were in the first picture.
had a higher propensity for violence
Yeah.
and criminal activity. That's right.
Oh, man.
Look how clean and safe this guy is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That
He definitely lives in the country.
bro, he's taking care of his kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's
Yeah.
good. You know,
He's coming home from the milk
factory.
journey.
Yeah,
That's right.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This guy don't get no. Yeah, man. Well, let's get into the show, guys. I gotta get used to this angle. Let's get ready for the show, guys. We got a lot to cover, a lot of stuff to talk about. Yeah, they put me over there now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a different
right.
angle. It's cool. It's not bad. It's all right. But yeah, we got a lot to cover. So remember, if you guys would like to see any of these pictures, articles, links, videos, go to andyfrisella.com. You guys can find them linked there. Real quick, shout out to the chat. Chat's on and popping. You guys can also sign up for that. Check the link in the description below wherever you're watching this. And you guys can sign up to be a part of our lovely chat community. It is full of degenerates. Yeah, let's get into the show, man. Gotta go to the first headline. So we had this update. We've been seeing, I mean, it's not like a new string of violence from the left, but it has been getting progressively worse involving firearms. Got to go down to Dallas, Texas for headline one. Headline number one reads, anti-ICE gunman Joshua Jahn carefully plotted fatal Dallas shooting, wanted to instill terror in agents, FBI reveals. So this happened on, this just came down the pipe. All right. It's a very unfortunate situation that happened down in Dallas. But FBI agents, they revealed that there was a handwritten note that was recovered by investigators that allegedly said, quote, hopefully this will give ICE agents real terror to think. Is there a sniper with AP rounds on that roof? AP meaning armor piercing. He also, the shooter who took his own life at the end of this, He also searched for apps that track the presence of ICE agents. He downloaded a document titled Dallas County Office of Homeland Security and Emergency Management, which the FBI says contains a list of DHS facilities. Cash Patel said the trove of evidence recovered in the investigation so far, quote, indicates a high degree of pre-attack planning. Now, the ironic situation of this, unfortunate but ironic situation of this, is that 3 people were shot. 1 has passed away at the time, but they were all detainees of ICE. Mm-hmm. Like not one ICE agent was actually hit. Yeah, right, because he shot at a van that I believe was entering the facility. Who I don't know if he assumed it was full of ICE agents going into the ICE facility, but he fired at the vehicle and killed 1 ICE detainee and critically wounded 2 other ones. And then he took his own life. Now, they found this.
What a pussy.
Bro.
What a pussy,
bro.
Bitch.
It's such a pussy way to go.
Yeah.
Just being real. But this was allegedly found on the rooftop.
You couldn't even do the job right.
No.
And then you pussed out because you got terrified.
Yep.
Fucking.
Couldn't handle it, bro.
None of these people can, bro.
Mm-mm. No, now this is a picture of allegedly some evidence that was recovered on the roof. With one of the bullets having written on there saying anti-ICE is there. Seems like even the handwriting looks familiar, doesn't it? It's kind of weird. Now, at the time, apparently,
it looks familiar because you got fucking little kids.
It does look like a little kid writing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Joshua Jahn's family claims that the Dallas shooter wasn't a radical lefty, and that he didn't hate ICE despite the anti-ICE bullet that was found. So it's a relative.
Let's stop this right here.
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, you families don't know shit. Okay. You let your kids be raised on iPads and social media, and then when they go out and do some crazy ass shit, you're like, oh, he was such a good boy. You don't know what that kid was doing.
No.
And that's the reason they're doing shit like this.
Yep.
Because parents are lazy when it comes to monitoring what the inputs and influences are when it comes to their kids. And you point that out and they'll say, well, you don't know how hard it is. Well, I mean, would you rather them shoot people? So let's be real, bro. The family, you don't know what the fuck was going on.
Nope. That's real, bro. It's absolutely real. And
you know what I'm saying?
No, dude, absolutely, bro. They're not.
Oh, he's such a good boy. Yeah, when he was 1 month old.
Yeah, right. And here's the other piece of it too, man. Like, there is reality, right, and then you have the internet, which does not help anything. Mm-mm. You know what I'm saying? Because these kids, they're being accessed by who knows. They have access to who knows, right? Like, I mean. And as a parent, like you got to be. My kids don't do tablets and shit.
Yeah,
we don't do it.
Yeah,
I don't care. I don't care if the friends. We're not doing it.
Yeah,
we're just not doing it. Because again, it's not. Like,
listen, it's weak parenting. Bro.
That's what it is.
Listen, the shit started back when I was a kid. It's like put your fucking kid in front of a fucking Nintendo and let it and do whatever. And now it's evolved and evolved and evolved. And now these kids have unlimited access to the internet, the dark web, porn, cell phone. Like, they got everything, dude. And they're not equipped to handle that. Mm-hmm. And parents who do that shouldn't have had kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
So you when you signed up to have kids, you signed up to parent them.
Yeah.
Not let the internet raise them.
They're treating the internet like a pacifier for them. They don't have to deal with it, bro. It's sad.
Fucking dope. Dude, every time you go out to eat, what do you see? Mm-hmm. You know, when I was a kid, bro, when I was a little kid, we were taught manners. We were taught to sit there at the restaurant, shut the up. Mm-hmm. And if we caused a scene, bro, we got pulled outside and got our asses beat.
Yep.
And then we came back in all ashamed because everybody knew we got our asses beat. Mm-hmm. And honestly, that's how kids should have been raised.
Yeah.
Okay? Like, kids got to know their boundaries. And it's all these parents that say, oh, my kid's my best friend. Oh,
no, it's not.
No, it's not your best friend.
It's your kid.
Yeah. Like, your job is to set boundaries and raise that kid with manners. And now you could barely go to a restaurant because of all these little that parents don't want to raise.
Screaming out of control.
Yeah.
I listen. Me and Alex talk about it all the time. There's no
And then they think you should deal with it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, what are you, you're upset? I'm sorry. It's my kid. Well, then your kid's not trained. I'm not going to bring my dog into your house and piss all over your fucking house.
Right.
You know?
Right. Dude, no, it's insane, man.
Let me bring my dog that's going to piss all over everybody's chair in the restaurant and bark the whole time.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not the same. No, it's the same. Yeah.
It's the same. It is the same. Yeah. So this is
Yeah, look, he's hard, bro. Look how
picture.
tough he is, bro.
Yeah, bro.
He's so tough, he shot at a van and got scared and shot himself.
Bro, every person maybe I think that beard is indicative of a very weak person.
It's dude. No, that's atrazine, bro.
Bro, every person I've met with that type of chin situation going on.
Whatever. What are you trying to say?
No, that you, bro. You're safe. You're safe.
Anyway,
You're safe.
Sorry,
This guy.
Sorry to interrupt.
No, but I mean, here's the thing too, right?
Sorry, Dad. You did a poor job.
Yeah, terrible job.
That's reality.
Terrible job.
Listen.
Bro, there's a book on this. There's a book on this, and I shout out to Quentin Lovejoy because he gave it to me when I had Ryan. It's a book called Strong Fathers, Strong Daughters, written by a pediatrician, right? Because this whole narrative of like, oh yeah, be your friend, shit like that book completely destroys all of those things. You have to be harder. You have to be. That's the only way they went. That's the only way it goes. It's a great book. This guy's a weak parent. He raised weak kids. That's how that's how it works.
Where did I go wrong? Probably everywhere.
You gotta go back about 15 years.
Yeah,
bro.
probably everywhere. You know, I can tell from looking at you, you're not setting an example.
No.
Anyway, it is what it is.
But we also got to talk about these people that are, the politicians and shit that they instigate this shit. They also, like, it's not just the internet. It's these leftist, communist that call for it, right? Because, again, this ain't the first. This is not like a new sort of violence we're getting to. We can go back as far as you want and find there's this, like, kind of steady increase of violence against America is what it is. It's not. I mean, I'm not going to single out just ISIS. It's America. We are being attacked by these communists, bro. That's what it is. You got to call it.
Yes,
what it is.
it's a communist revolution that's happening in our country, dude. And what happened was they pulled a coup in 2020. Now they've lost the social narrative. They didn't finish the job, and now they realize they're caught and they're outnumbered, and the temperature has changed. So what do you do when look, dude, we talked about this. I said this for years. These people are going to get backed in a corner and they're going to become very dangerous. And that is what we're dealing with now.
That's what we're seeing.
They know they've lost. They know it's not, they cannot do what they're planning to do. They're not being accepted in society the way they thought they were. They're being propagated by people that seem to be credible, like Gavin Newsom, all these celebrities, all these talk shows, the media, all the politicians for years. And in their mind, they probably think they're being some sort of hero. They think, oh man, I'm going to go down in history as a hero.
They do believe that.
Yeah, I know.
They do. Yeah.
I know.
They genuinely believe that.
I know.
It's crazy. Now Trump made a statement on this. He put this out on Truth, kind of just talking about this. I'm calling on all Democrats to stop this rhetoric against ICE and America's law enforcement right now. But here's the thing, man, because it's almost like there's a perfect storm that's brewing right now. That does not sit very well with me. Did you see this happened this past Sunday? But there was this was down in Houston, Texas. There was a youth baseball coach that was shot during the pregame prayer with players.
I don't think
you didn't hear about it. Okay, so there's a clip. It's went around on the internet. But he was shot saying a prayer during the pregame with his players. And he was kind of in front of, he took the brunt. I believe he's not dead. He's in the hospitals. He's recovering. I think he was hitting the shoulder. But they just they got 3 suspects in custody right now. Okay, charges have been filed against 3 men in connection with the shooting on Sunday, September 21st, at the Rack Katy on FM 2855. These are the men: Mahmoud Abulassamum Rababa, Ahmed Mawed, and Mustafa Mohammed Malagai.
Mm-hmm.
They're all charged on felony charges.
All American citizens, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and here, and my point of saying this, because, and again,
bro, get these out of here. I'm sick of it,
bro. But here's the problem, bro. We have so many. You know what I'm saying?
It
It's
takes,
like,
dude, you know what? If I was Trump, I'd let the citizens round him up.
yeah. Yeah. Because, dude, it's a perfect storm brewing. So
these think that they can come here, say, do, and act in any way because they've been empowered for the last 7-8 years to do whatever they want. And they think, oh, well, nothing I do is going to be, you know, they saw Daniel Penny go to jail. They see these people who, they don't think there's going to be any repercussions. That's what makes it super dangerous, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think the other piece of it, too, is that the reason I say we're in a perfect storm, bro, is because not only do we have these communist leftists, right? We have all of these people that are in this country that shouldn't be in this country, and the political atmosphere that has been produced right now, right? Like, it's not all Muslims. Muslims are great people. They're great people, right? There's going to be sections of extremism there, of course. And why would things like this be happening? Well, we're supporting a country that's eliminating them, right, through genocide. And so while that's happening over in the Middle East, why wouldn't we be seeing attacks on our own soil? They've been calling for it, brother. They've been calling for it, expanding the Intifada. And
now, bro, Al-Qaeda yesterday called for the activation. People say, oh, Al-Qaeda doesn't exist. No, they actually put out chatter yesterday about calling for the cells that are active inside the United States to attack in a vigilante way.
Yeah.
Americans. Which is exactly what I said years ago, dude. What was going to happen?
You know, so it's a perfect storm, bro, and I don't like it.
Nobody likes it.
I don't like it.
But you know what? There were so few people speaking up when it was happening and demanding that it not happen because everybody was scared and everybody was terrified they were going to get yelled at by their cousin or their, somebody on the internet, and they all shut up. And now you got real violence to deal with. It's unfortunately the reason it happened. Yeah. Like, look, dude, we're 6, 7, 8 months ahead of all these other shows. The shit we talk about, they report what's happening now. We're talking about what's going to happen. It's a completely different thing.
Right.
And we've been correct most of the time. And because none of these other guys, and what's up, dude, is that when we say this is what's going to happen, it's like people are like, oh, yeah, that's not going to happen, dude. You're fucking paranoid. Right. Look what's happening. It's exactly what we said was going to happen. So, like, I'm not surprised at all. I'm surprised it's not worse.
Yeah, that's real, man. Guys, what we got on this? Let's check in with the chat. Christine says, let's be honest, the info here is spot on.
Yeah, but you know what?
Appreciate that.
All the other guys get all the claps and shit because they get the big guests and they get this because the big guests will go on their show.
It's safe.
Because
it's safe.
That's right, because they know they're not going to be pressed.
It's safe.
Yep. They're not going to sound like they're crazy. They're not. It's annoying, dude. Yeah, and then these dudes come out and they're like, oh, look what and it's like, yeah, dude, I've been saying that for like what?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, man. Guys, let us know down in the comments, man, what you guys think about this. That being said,
bro, this is what I've been telling you guys. That listen to the show. You have to be hyper aware. Hyper aware. Everybody thinks this won't happen. This won't happen to me. This happens other places. That's not true. Okay? There's 20 million of these people all through the country. You men, especially, have to be aware, dude. You have to be aware for your women, your children. These are predators. They came here with no families. You have to be aware, dude.
Yeah.
And you have to not hesitate when they start fucking around.
That's real.
You know what I was thinking last night? You know what I think is so messed up, dude, that nobody talks about? we pay all this money in tax. They take, upwards of half our income when you count it all together and how they tax us. And people still can't feel safe leaving their house without carrying a weapon, a knife, or a gun. Like, is that really where we live, bro? That's like third world shit.
Oh, that's American culture, bro.
No. Listen,
that's their response.
I'm not saying that you can't. I'm not saying you shouldn't. I'm saying you should right now.
Mm-hmm. You have to.
But it used to be you did just in case.
Mm-hmm.
I started carrying in 2003 after I got stabbed. And I've carried it pretty much every day since then. And then I started thinking, I'm like, this is, like, I was just thinking and like, this is kind of weird that I got to carry a gun to feel safe.
It's second nature now,
yeah.
too, bro.
Yeah. And it's like, I don't think about it. Like, I won't leave the house without it.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I think about how much I pay in tax, that's up.
It's crazy.
You know what I mean?
It's crazy. And knowing that your tax dollars are going to the very
Like,
shit you have to carry the gun for.
No, these people should listen. There is no place for violence in our society. If you're a violent offender, and I'm not talking about simple violence like fists, I'm talking about weapons. I'm talking about sexual violence. These people all need to be executed. They need to be removed from society. I'm not saying on the first offense, maybe there's something in question or whatever, maybe something happened. I don't know. But on the second violent offense, for sure, these people need to be dead.
Yeah.
They need to be killed. Because, dude, they do not. This girl that got killed in Baltimore, that dude was like 15 times violent offender or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Yeah.
Charlotte. That's right. Yeah. Like, very rarely do these people that commit these violent crimes have a clean sheet of violence. They're all repeat offenders. And then we have these leftist people who are advocating for the empathy and sympathy and sad stories and humanization of these people that commit violence on the good, hardworking American citizens that do everything they're supposed to do. That's wrong. That's treasonous shit. They're acting in against the will of the American people for their own benefit, for disorder. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
I
just
think that's the worst part about it, right? Like, in comparison to your what you said about carrying a gun, it's like, I look at it, bro, and the fact that we humanize these inhumane people more than the actual victims and humans that they.
It's infuriating.
That is what I can't get. I can't wrap my head around it.
And as someone who's been a victim of violent crime, it's infuriating, bro.
Yeah.
When I hear these people like AOC and these Ilhan Omar and these advocate for these criminals when they've never experienced violence firsthand ever, they say words are violence. Mm-hmm. Words are not violence. No. I don't know where the fuck you got that. They are not violence.
No.
And if these people actually felt violence, they would stop saying that.
Yeah, man. It's crazy, man. Guys, let us know what you guys think, man.
It's very frustrating to see people who have never been touched by crime talk about the sympathy they have for criminals. Remember when they let them all out during COVID?
All of them.
Yeah.
And then never locked them up again. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Guys, jump down in this conversation. Let us know what you guys think down in the comments. With that being said, let's go cruise some of these comments. Got some good ones. This first one is from the Meddler.
The Meddler.
He says, Andy wouldn't have to hide from gay people if he wasn't such a snack.
Hey, man.
Oh, shit. You blushing, bro.
Hey, man, you know what? It is what it is, bro. It is what it is.
Yep. All right.
I don't hide from gay people.
No.
Yeah. I let them see this in all its glory. You know what I'm saying?
All right, man. All right. Thanks, the Meddler. Appreciate that. Next one is from Mike Mike. He says, I don't have any issue with the UFC, but putting the UFC on the White House lawn sets a precedent in which the next administration of communists is going to be hosting child drag shows out there instead. They will be able to point right back to this UFC circus and say that we did it first. Maybe I'm too old school, but I think all of the places they mentioned should be treated with respect and dignity.
I think that's a fair take.
That's a fair take.
I think that's a fair take. I mean, I don't agree with that take because I know that we're not going to let these back in.
That's one.
All right. So,
and I'd rather have first of all, they've already kind of did a drag show, to be real.
they got that girl with her tits out on the White House lawn, or that dude with the
Mike. They've already degraded these sites.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think if anything, a UFC fight with some gladiator type action
helps restore the
for sure.
Yeah. I mean, look, I don't
listen. I think it's a good take.
No, it's a fair take.
It's fair.
It's a fair take. It is an
It's
old school
respectful.
take. I respect it.
Yeah.
I don't, I get it, but
Yeah.
I'm going to be there.
I watched it, and Mike, I bet you'll still watch it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, look, dude.
Respectful take.
Yeah, totally, dude. I mean, I think it's going to be the coolest thing ever, but we can disagree.
Because aren't they doing
Bro,
it
it's
around?
no different than gladiators back in Rome, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
That's the thing is like, it's these kind of things have been going on forever, and people will say, oh, bread and circuses. And I'm like, yeah, that's right.
That's right. That's right.
I'm still going to watch.
Yeah. And we'll finish talking about killing tyrants later.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
That's cool.
It's cool, man.
Yeah, it's I don't think that's wrong, but I agree with what you're saying. It's already been
it's already been great.
like, dude, when you got a dude with fake tits showing him on the White House lawn next to the president, like this is come on, dude. When you got
There's cocaine that was in the White House, bro.
Bro, you got Fat Lizzo blowing the crystal flute
from Thomas Jefferson.
Yeah,
come on, man.
bro, these people, we need to like remasculinize.
That's right.
The White House.
That's
you know
right.
what I'm saying? So like having some badass, one of the probably the most American sport at this time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, let's be real, dude. I mean, UFC has come from like this, cult thing to I think everybody watches it,
bro.
Who the fuck doesn't watch UFC?
Everybody, bro.
Right.
Everybody.
So, but yeah, no,
we get it.
I get it too.
Yeah.
I just, it is what it is.
I get it. Next, we got
I like the way that he framed his opinion in a respectful way.
super respectful. Super respectful.
See, that's what America's missing, bro. Like we just can disagree. Like, yeah, man, I get that, but
Yeah, cool.
Yeah,
it's cool. Next comment is coming from Melina the Goat. Melina the Goat. She says, my husband jumped income brackets after listening to this episode, and he's no longer gay. We had chicken wings for dinner, and he no longer sucks the bones clean. I always thought sucking the bones was a little gay, too. Proud wife moment. Thanks, Andy. Damn.
I like her. I like her. That's a funny woman right there.
Yeah, that's real. Bro, I think she might be in the chat right now. Hold on.
That's some funny shit.
No, she's not in the chat.
Well, hey, we're here to help. You know what I'm saying? We're here to restore sexual attraction.
That's right. That's right. That's good.
Make money, be fit, don't suck the bone clean.
All right, man. Last one. This is from Dan.
Bro, that's funny shit.
That's
dude.
good shit. Yeah, I like that. This last one's from Dan Niemeyer. He says, I was at that conference. Every time I'm in the public restroom now, I clean up the paper towels off the ground.
Yeah. Yep.
Again, man, just raising the standards, man.
Yeah.
That's what it's about. It's what it's about, chat, and you guys do it the best. Our wonderful fans, we love you guys, man. We appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for liking, commenting. Make sure you guys are subscribed and hit that bell notification to stay up to date with the latest drops from Real AF. Let's keep cruising.
Yeah.
Headline 2. All right. Now, this is something we talked about, okay? And again, this is the show me state. Believe it when I see it, okay? But allegedly, hold on. DJ's rap name is Chrome Dome. Bro, listen, chat, listen.
Chrome Bone.
This is the show me state. So I believe it when I see it.
Show me your Chrome Bone.
Somebody just said that too. But I don't know. I mean, listen, how do you feel about this? Former FBI Director James Comey expected to be indicted for lying to Congress. Is this the start of accountability everybody's been talking about?
Well, the statute of limitations runs out this month or October.
So they got
that's
they're
5
moving
years
quick.
on this.
They're moving quick.
That's what's going on. But go ahead.
Let's dive into it. Former FBI Director James Comey is expected to be indicted for lying to Congress, according to multiple reports. Comey has been a staunch critic of Donald Trump's administration since the president fired him in 2017. Sources tell MSNBC that he will be indicted in the coming days, though the extent of the charges are unclear. Now, the Justice Department and FBI did not immediately respond to the Daily Mail's request for comment. Trump appointed Lindsay Halligan as acting U.S. Attorney for the Eastern District of Virginia earlier this month, and she is already preparing for 2 high-profile indictments. 2. Now, this is just 1, allegedly. Now, her jurisdiction is the same district where Comey's fellow Trump rival and New York Attorney General Letitia James is being investigated for a 2023 home purchase in Virginia. So the attorney Halligan, she's 36. She served as the White House Senior Associate Staff Secretary before taking on her new role. Meanwhile, Trump and his administration has been laying the groundwork to go after Comey and other political enemies. I hate how they phrase that, right? Going after his political enemies, right? Like, come on, that's bullshit. Because I don't forget when the publicly put out
86-47.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then tried to act like he didn't know what it meant.
Oh, I didn't know what that is.
Yeah, I just saw it on the beach.
I thought it was cool seashells.
This is another example of these people calling for violence, bro.
This is their entitlement, bro.
Yeah.
This is their entitlement,
Yeah,
bro.
they think they are entitled to run the government and rule over us.
They believe that to their core.
Yeah.
Bro, they believe that to their core. Now, again, here's the problem with prosecuting these people is that you got to have prosecutors that actually do the job and have all their T's crossed and their I's dotted. Now, I don't know how good the source is, but we have to go to CNN because CNN put out an article that reads, Attorney General Bondi and prosecutors have reservations over charging James Comey, sources say. I always find that it's like a red flag and bullshit when it's sources say. But let's indulge. They're saying that Pam Bondi and other federal prosecutors have concerns about the case against former FBI Director James Comey, though an indictment could come as soon as Thursday. Bondi's facing pressure from Trump, who is demanding his political enemies face criminal charges as he once did. But attorneys inside the Eastern District of Virginia recently wrote a memo detailing their reservations over seeking the indictment. Bondi has concerns about the case, which focuses on whether Comey made false statements during a congressional testimony involving the 2016 investigation into Russian interference in the U.S. presidential election. According to a person familiar with her thinking, she believes it would be possible to bring an indictment. Now, interestingly enough, all right, Trump has posted on Truth Social this morning this clip. Let's check this out.
What they did to this country in 2016, starting in 2016, but going up all the way going up to 2020 in the election. They tried to rig the election, and they got caught. And there should be very severe consequences for that. When we caught Hillary Clinton, I said, you know what? Let's not go too far here. It's the ex-wife of a president, and I thought it was sort of terrible. And I let her off the hook, and I'm very happy I did. But it's time to start, after what they did to me, and whether it's right or wrong, it's time to go after people. Obama's been caught directly. So people say, oh, a group. It's not a group. It's Obama. His orders are on the paper. The papers are signed. The papers came right out of their office. They sent everything to be highly classified. Well, the highly classified's been released. And what they did in 2016 and in 2020 is very criminal. It's criminal at the highest level. So that's really the things you should be talking about. I know nothing about the other, but I think it's appropriate that they do go.
May I ask you about that, Mr. President? Tulsi Gabbard has submitted a criminal referral to the Department of Justice. From your perspective, who should the DOJ target as part of their investigation? What specific figures in the Obama administration?
Well, based on what I read, and I read pretty much what you read, it would be President Obama. He started it. And Biden was there with him, and Comey was there, and Clapper, the whole group was there. Brennan, they were all there in a room. Right here, this was the room. This is much more beautiful than it was then, but that's okay. I have nice pictures up. They came out of the vaults. They were in there for 100 years. This is much
Come
more
on, Trump. Get
beautiful.
to the point.
We have the Declaration of Independence now in the room, which wasn't here. I guess people didn't feel too good about putting it here, but I do. But you know what? When you look at those papers, they have them stone cold, and it was President Obama. It wasn't lots of people all over the place. It was them too. But the leader of the gang was President Obama, Barack Hussein Obama. Have you heard of him? And except for the fact that he gets shielded by the press for his entire life, that's the one they look. He's guilty. It's not a question. You know, I like to say, let's give it time. It's there. He's guilty. This was treason.
All right, stop right there. Then hang him, bro. Do your job. Do your job. Do your job. Stop this shit. If you know what you know, then do something about it. Holy shit, man.
Bro,
Keep going.
No, obviously I agree. But
Listen,
stay
dude.
on point, bro.
Listen, you cannot. That's a whole nother thing.
Yeah.
You cannot. If Trump allows these people to not be punished, when they get back, which they will, because they'll cheat or they'll figure it out, they will kill everybody.
Him included, bro.
These people who consistently stir the pot, who spend money to promote violence, who lie, cheat, steal, and protect the criminals in this country, who encourage the corruption, who take money from other countries for influence on their decisions here. Those people are traitors to the American people. And if you know, Donald Trump, that that's the truth, then your job is to do something, period. And you want to know why your reputation's failing? Because you're failing to do shit. That's the truth. Have you done some good things since you've been? Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
Okay. What people want is they understand. People are smart. They understand what's happened here. There's no surprise. The only people in denial about what's happening here are the criminals or the communists who are saying, oh, you guys are full of shit, blah, blah, blah. That's this much of the population. Stop capitulating to these and handle your business so that we don't have another 10 years of our lives stolen from us by a bunch of weak little criminals, and we can move on with the idea of America becoming the best place ever again.
Bro, we would not have any division if these people get handled.
Bro.
Like, just close your eyes, chat, and just think for a second. Like, how peaceful it would be if these people were just handled. If they were handled by the letter of the law, just imagine how awesome it would be.
No.
How safe.
No. It's bigger than that. It's bigger than that. It's not that anymore. That's what it was 5 years ago. How it is now is if you don't handle it, they're going to kill everybody. Okay? I don't know if people understand that. Like, they don't read a book. They don't look back at history. They don't understand what communism is about. They don't understand that communists just don't come to the podium and be like, guess what, guys? I'm a communist. They infiltrate. They subvert. And by the time you notice it, you're dead. So if you know all this shit, do something. You'll be the biggest hero in the history of the United States to the actual citizens of this country. The people that don't like it can move.
Yeah, 100%, man. Now, with all of that, there was also something else that just came out today. Post this announcement that I thought was kind of interesting. Is Pete Hegseth. He just ordered hundreds of military commanders to Virginia in person for an unprecedented meeting.
Yeah, well, hopefully they're going to do the rest like they're supposed to do back in 2020.
Bro, Now, I know our Q and I are going to go crazy over this. They already started. But yeah, next week, the Pentagon, the Department of War, is convening a meeting of top U.S. military leaders from across the globe, not just ones here in the U.S.
Yeah, because it needs to be across the globe.
Right. And this has been confirmed. This is not like this is not speculation. This is a real meeting that's actually happening. The Pentagon confirmed the meeting. They're not going to give details, but what we do know is that apparently there's roughly about 800 generals and admirals currently spread across the world that are in these top positions. This is what they're believing is going to be coming in. So the order first reported by the Washington Post, it applies to senior officers with the rank of brigadier general, so that's 2 stars or above, or their Navy equivalent, and their top enlisted advisors. Now, there's been speculation that, this was just about some reduction in force. When Pete Hegseth came in, he issued a directive to get rid of about 100 generals. Because I did think this was an interesting fact, and I didn't know this, but according to Pete Hegseth, there are currently 44 4-star and flag officers across the military, making for a ratio of 1 general to 1,400 troops, compared to the ratio during World War II of 1 general to 6,000 troops. So there's plenty of brass. There's not a shortage of brass.
That's called corporate overhead.
Right. That's bloat.
Yeah, that's right.
It's bloat. That's what it is. But yeah, so I don't know if it's you bring somebody in.
Listen,
to fire
here's
him.
the problem with that too. So just so we understand, it's not just bloat for money. Okay, when you have a bunch of who all think they have a say, and you got too many of them,
too many chiefs,
it's much harder to get them to agree to do whatever needs to be done.
Yep.
So the first step to getting an organization to operate in a smooth, effective order is to eliminate the unnecessary decision makers that think they have a say, squeeze it down to the ones that actually matter, and get them to agree to do the thing.
Yeah, bro. Too many chiefs, not enough Indians.
Correct.
Yeah.
You got all these dudes who've been in the military their whole life who are like, this is not right. This is this is that. We're dealing with too many personal opinions. It's bureaucracy like everything else the government touches. Mm-hmm. And it would be much easier to get done what needs to get done with less of those people.
Yeah, 100%. Now, again, the details, the specifics, they've not been, shared from the Department of War. What's your thoughts on the name change, by the way? We never really covered. They changed it from the Department of Defense.
I don't like
that.
War. I don't like it.
Well, that's what it was before.
I don't care. I really don't care. Yeah. I don't care if they call it the snow cone stand. Arrest the criminals. Give us our lives back. Right. Let us do what we're trying to do. Help us do what we're trying to do in terms of, pursuing the American dream, becoming excellent, building a life. Dude, we're slaves. And dude, I don't care what they call it. Call it whatever the you want. Mm-hmm. Call it daddy's dildos. I don't care.
Department of Dildos.
I don't care.
Just get the job done.
Yes.
I'm with it, bro. And here's the thing, too, bro. I feel like most Americans would they feel that, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, because they made it a whole big, nobody cares. You just do the job.
Dude, the administration right now does not understand where the people actually are.
Yeah.
They do not understand. The reason that Trump is getting the criticism that he's getting is not because he's being aggressive. It's because he's not being aggressive enough. Mm-hmm. We are tired of hearing, we're going to open up this investigation, when it's clear as day to everybody else what has actually happened here. Okay? The reason that people are black-pilled and saying nothing's going to happen is because nothing has happened.
Yeah.
And like I said, and I keep saying, and I will continue to say this, if Trump doesn't clean the house, he will go down as the worst president, because he will have made the citizens so vulnerable and put them in a position to be victimized by the evil people in the government. Mm-hmm. So if you want to be responsible for that, bro, for whatever reason, don't do anything.
Yeah, just do nothing. Yeah, that's real, man. Last little piece on this that I thought was interesting, and more has come out about this, but James O'Keefe, and I think I have a different opinion than I think most people have, but this came out as a bombshell report. Okay, senior DOJ Epstein investigator reveals Epstein was CIA, confirms rapes occurred while Bill Clinton was on a plane. There's a video for it. But again, a lot has come out, so let's just indulge in this a little bit. The O'Keefe Media Group on Wednesday released audio of Glenn Prager discussing the DOJ's investigation into Jeffrey Epstein. Prager served as an inspector general overseeing sensitive investigations involving the FBI, DEA, Bureau of Prisons, U.S. Marshal Service, the ATF, and the U.S. Attorney's Office. Glenn Prager was overheard at a Phoenix airport dropping Epstein bombshells. Let's check this clip out.
It's not talked about yet, but it's soon come out that he was a CIA informant.
He was a CIA informant.
He wasn't a CIA. I think he's protecting a lot of other people. He's not protecting himself because there's nothing there, but he's protecting a lot of people.
Because Trump's now saying it's a hoax of the case, like a hoax or something. I mean, come on, you know it's not a hoax. He's been on the plane, many times. It's just he was never on the plane with the kids.
I've seen the itineraries and I've interviewed all the victims. There's never been an instance where Trump was on a plane with these kids and a rape occurred. But that can't be said for Clinton, and it can't be said for others. While the Clintons were on the plane, while Bill Clinton was on the plane, there were rapes that occurred.
Overheard at Phoenix Airport on September 8th, 2025, a senior Justice Department investigator who personally worked on the Epstein case tells all. Glenn Prager, who has reviewed Epstein itineraries and has interviewed Epstein's victims, drops a bombshell. He says that the DOJ did not want to go after Epstein because he's a CIA asset, that the evidence from his investigation confirms that Bill Clinton was present for alleged rapes on the Lolita Express, and that President Trump was not present for the rapes that Glenn Prager investigated, but that he is protecting a lot of other people that were.
How about this whole Epstein thing that's like going down?
So I worked on that case. I used to interview all the victims. And my picture was 20 to 30 victims in Palm Beach that I was interviewing and dealing with and stuff like that. And then we would go ready to go to trial and they would flip. Epstein would just pay them off. And they were just like these little kids. They pay off their family. They're all broke kids and poor families. And so you pay them off like anywhere from $150,000 to $500,000. Nothing. And that guy's spoiled.
Prager there describes how the victims that he interviewed were paid off by Epstein right before going to trial. Prager has worked as an investigator inside the Department of Justice for over 20 years.
Yeah. Now, since then,
Okay, so that's just not some dude. That's someone who's been an investigator for 2 decades.
right.
All right, so
Right.
let's be clear.
Yeah.
This is not some guy that they found that's just spouting off shit.
Right. Well, so since that has come out, interesting things have come out from the DOJ. So they released this statement to James O'Keefe. This was their official statement on the matter. They said, quote, "This individual worked at the Department of Justice as a program analyst over 15 years ago. He has no understanding of or access to the underlying facts in this investigation. His statements should not be considered accurate. It is disgusting that someone would further exploit victims of sexual abuse by fabricating stories for their personal benefit." Department of Justice spokesperson. Super weird. Super weird. Okay, now he mentioned in there how these people would recant and flip, right, and change the stories when it was. Well, there was a statement that Glenn Prager allegedly just issued, and he says, quote, "I was approached in what I believed was a casual, non-professional context, and I later learned that the individual was misrepresenting themselves. Thinking it was simply personal banter, I responded in kind. Any remarks from that exchange should not be interpreted as accurate statements or reflective of my actual work, conduct, or opinions. I want to ensure there is no confusion caused by that misleading interaction. Please stop calling and texting. It's approaching harassment. Printing any story related to my opinion is misleading and or is completely inaccurate. To make it perfectly clear, I was not involved in any way, and any opinions are based on public information," Prager said. So, dude,
Well, I mean, this is the problem with approaching overweight men with attractive female
Exactly.
and getting them to say shit. Like, everybody knows that men are full of shit when they start talking to girls.
That's right.
Everybody knows that.
I hit a home run. It's still falling.
Yeah.
That's right.
You know?
Yeah. But I mean, but here's the thing though. I mean, like, what his last little piece in the statement, it's based on public information and public opinion. But a lot of people believe that is the case. Exactly what he was saying is what this is not a little people. It's not a minority of people that think. A vast majority of people believe that entire story.
Well, hold on.
Word for word.
If what the DOJ is saying is true, then why don't they arrest him for telling lies about it or do something about it instead of just make a statement?
Yeah. That's a good point.
Or file charges or indict him or whatever.
Yeah, well, it's just like, I mean, in the court of public opinion, there's been plenty of people that have called out things, and like I've seen no lawsuits on defamation.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? It's been stated multiple times that Bill Clinton was involved in this. I haven't seen them.
No, yeah, and then they call you a bigot, a liar, or this or that or this, but they never say you're wrong.
Exactly, dude. I don't know, man. Chat, what you guys got on this, man? What do you guys think? What do you guys think on this? That's how you know the government is all complicit. All theater. Austin LaPercio says shit's real.
Yeah, look, dude, here's the thing. Somebody wrote in there.
I like that. Anything that is a bombshell is not a bombshell.
What did he say? Get rid of all the bullshit. Like, look, dude, that has to happen. That has to happen. It has to happen. Or we're f-. And the other thing that I noticed is that people still fail to realize that it's them that's responsible for handling what's going on. If we individually don't tolerate people's shit, then collectively we don't tolerate people's shit. Mm-hmm. And the problem is that we have too many people that are too cowardly to stand up to people when they do these crazy things or say these crazy things, which allows the other collective, the other side, to believe that they can push and push and push with no response. And, I'll be real, dude. I've seen some of these videos of like, these protests being broken up, and I think it's fucking great.
That's awesome.
Yeah, there was one, the Antifa people were surrounding the federal building in Portland. And dude, they just started.
They opened up the can.
Did you see it?
Mm-hmm.
Did you see where the dude was holding his phone and the guy just smacked out his hand and arrested him?
Yep. Like,
sorry about it, bro. We don't give a fuck about your phones no more, mother. You can stick your phone up your ass.
Your stinky little hole.
Yeah. You ever notice how like all these people they just hold their phones out and then scream at you?
That's their weapon.
Yeah. It doesn't work anymore. It's incriminating themselves.
I want to be famous.
Well,
please.
That's what social media does,
bro. It's
I'm gonna get
crazy,
you.
man.
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you on camera. Dude, post it everywhere.
Please tag me. Actually,
yeah.
Tag me.
Make me famous so I can talk louder about this.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right, bro. They act like that protects them.
It doesn't anymore.
No, man. Guys, jump in on this conversation. Let us know down in the comments what you guys think. With that being said, our third and final headline, number 3.
Dude, people are like, be careful what this is authoritarianism. Yes. Fuck.
It's funny.
Sometimes it takes a dictator to fix shit.
Yeah, bro. Listen.
That's historically accurate. Okay? They've already convoluted and destroyed and diluted and manipulated and twisted and screwed our entire system to where the precedents are all over the place. Mm-hmm. If your shit is so disorganized, sometimes you got to bring someone in from the outside that just cleans it the fuck up and then walks away.
Mm-hmm. Well, listen, if you ever have time on a Saturday, just drive down South Lindbergh in the morning, and you'll see there's like groups of like maybe 15, 20 old people all out there with their, hate Trump signs and Trump's a dictator. This is a dictatorship. And I always think to myself, I'm like, bro,
if this was a dictatorship, you wouldn't be able to do that.
There's no chance you guys would be out here.
Yeah,
calling
they cut
him a
your
dictator.
heads off.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen, dude, people here don't know what dude.
They don't read the books.
Not only that.
They're not educated.
Not only
bro.
that, dude. The law is not being enforced. The only solution, the real simplest solution to all this is just enforce the fucking law. Just enforce the law.
We don't even need new ones. It's
No,
already there.
we don't need new ones.
It's there.
We don't need new ones. We need the law to be enforced.
That's it.
Always. And if it is always, then everything works.
Yeah. No immunity bullshit. We don't need none of it. Just enforce it. That's
Yeah.
right, bro. That's real. Guys, jump down on this conversation. Let us know down in the comments what you guys think. That being said, let's get to our third and final headline. Headline number 3. Oh,
Bro, I would gladly be an American dictator.
Yeah,
For real.
be a little Sulla.
I don't need nothing from people. I don't need any more money. I don't want fame. I don't need any of this shit. I just want to be left alone. You know what I'm saying?
Andy Frisella.
Yeah.
I'm with it, bro. I'm with it. Let's.
I don't understand. I really don't understand what Trump's hesitation is at this point in time.
I don't know. I mean, it could be a couple of different things.
Well, yeah, it could be. He
You
could
know?
be part of it. He could be making us more vulnerable to be taken out for the next thing that happens.
Yeah.
I mean, like, bro, we don't know what the is going on.
Yeah.
And, you know, if Donald Trump is who he says he is, which I personally still believe he is who he says he is, he needs to take action, bro, and it needs to be real.
Swift.
Yeah. People need to be arrested. They need to be made examples of, and this can never happen again. You know, the people he named in that office, if you throw in, you know, maybe like 1 or 2 more names,
A couple of them.
like Clinton, he didn't say Hillary Clinton when he said, you know, Soros, and you remove some of these financial funnels to these things. Dude, you take care of 10 people, the rest of the people are going to go away because they're like,
Yeah.
they're serious. Okay? The problem in this country is that an example hasn't been set in a very long time. All right?
Got like 250 something.
That's
years.
correct. And examples that keep people in order are violent and terrifying and ugly. And we need them. And that's reality. It would be nice if we could sit here and say, man, everybody's a good person. And we could just talk to them. We can negotiate with them. You know, let's sit down and have a civil conversation. Well, they don't want that.
Past that.
They don't want that. You cannot unify with people that will not unify with you. There is no unity to be had here with communists. Communists don't belong in the country. Violent offenders don't belong in the country. Both groups of those people do not deserve the right to be here. Period. They don't. They cause destruction. They suck resources. They create disorder. They create crime. These people are the plague and the plight of society and need to be removed by someone who has the balls to do it and not give a shit what people say about it. And I believe that was Donald Trump. I believed it was Donald Trump.
Well, here's the thing. You get both at the same time. Nobody will have anything to say about it. Because it's always the communists defending the
Who's
criminals.
going to say something about it when you hold the leaders accountable? These people are weak. They're cowardly, dude. They're going to be like, oh, shit, I better get this sickle and hammer removed off my skin.
Yeah, right. Right.
There's no nobility in tolerating any of this.
Bro, the only bad...
Hold on. As individuals, there's no nobility in tolerating this. You are not a better person for letting this shit slide. You're actually a worse person. You're a coward. Okay? It's not noble to turn the cheek, bro, when other people are getting hurt and you know it. That's not noble. In anybody's eyes.
No. It's really not. Guys, jump in on this conversation. Let us know down in the comments what you guys think. With that being said, let's get to our third and final headline. Headline number 3. Speaking of they and them. California high school girls volleyball team with trans athlete sees 8th forfeit amid growing controversy. So, at least 8 high school volleyball teams in California have forfeited to a team with a well-known transgender athlete. The Europa Unified School District confirmed that Patriot High School has forfeited its September 26 match to Europa Valley High School, which rosters transgender athlete A.B. Hernandez. Now, we've talked about this dude before. He was running track back in the spring. Now he's playing girls volleyball.
I thought they made it illegal.
I thought they did. Listen, take this little dude straight to jail. Put him in jail.
No.
Put him in jail. Put his parent in jail.
No, his parents.
Well, yeah, because the mom is
advocating for it.
I got a clip for
I
it.
know.
Yeah.
I remember she was outside the track yelling at the other moms.
Now she's doing the same thing.
Yeah.
So Patriots forfeit marked the first forfeit to Europa Valley by a school within its own district. Europa Valley saw 3 forfeits in one weekend at the Freeway Games tournament on September 13th with Aquinas High School, Yacapa High School, and San Dimas High School refusing to play Europa Valley. Prior to that, Riverside Poly High School, Rim of the World High School, Orange Vista High School, and A.B. Miller High School all forfeited to Europa Valley. Let's check this clip.
She found out from other parents, she says, when A.B. started identifying as a girl on campus back in junior high, and even went to the school herself to ask why they were allowing that without her knowledge. But she says eventually she had a change of heart.
Shoot, they're protecting the kids because of parents like me that we don't understand and we just get upset.
She says she felt like she was only hurting her daughter by not letting her be herself, and it was okay for her kid to teach her something new.
I did talk to her about how dangerous it is and how difficult it was going to be. But she's brave. She's brave, and when I seen her courage, it was just like, okay, like I'm gonna stand behind you.
So tonight, when the Chaffee High School volleyball team showed up to play against Harupa Valley, it meant a lot to this family and to the Harupa Unified School District.
They share our...
He's slapping them on their ass, bro.
Players are here to play, and kids are kids. We're letting our kids play because that's what they want to do.
And after the Jaguars won the match in 4 sets, A.B. decided it was time to tell part of her story in her own words.
They swear this crazy danger to society, but just a normal kid going to school, playing sports.
She tells us she made all of her friends through sports, and that's why she's here. She says she's not playing on girls' teams to take anything away from them.
People just see one thing and then it's like, oh, that's what you are. And they don't take the time to get to know me, so it's just like a little frustrating.
She wants people to know that she trained hard and overcame injuries to win her track and field titles in solo sports. But competing on a volleyball team now, she hopes that people see that's why she's here, to be a part of that team.
A team sport, I can't take that. It's a team effort, and my team needs to be willing to fight with me, and that's what it takes.
I see what he's doing.
No, listen, dude. Listen. My team needs to be willing to fight with me. What about all those matches that get forfeited because of you? Is that fair to your team? You know what I'm saying?
Right. Is it fair to those
Listen,
the other
man,
girls?
when we get to a point, this is Marxist communism shit. Okay? When we get to a point, the fact that we're even talking about this gives it validity. I feel stupid having the conversation around the trans topic. Like, it makes me feel stupid because it's like we are validating the argument that men can be women and women can be men. And there is no validating that argument. If you trained hard and you overcame injuries, then play with the boys and we'll see where you stand. That's reality, dude.
Oh, you were dead last. Got it.
Yeah. So, like, these people are selfish. They are delusional. Okay, that mom should be ashamed of herself.
She should be in fucking jail.
Bro, she knows it's wrong. You heard her say it. I knew this was going to be hard. I'm going to stay. Why is it going to be hard? Why is it going to be if it was normal and it was okay, it shouldn't be like
hard.
that.
Shouldn't be hard at all.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be hard at all. Yeah, this is Susie right here.
Yeah.
Susie just recently won her first girls' high school wrestling competition.
Yeah.
She's such a brave and stunning young lady.
Yeah. Yeah, brave.
So brave. I see what he's doing, bro. I think. Listen, I don't think he's. I see what he's doing.
What?
He's doing what Amir wants to do, bro.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
I think he's undercover. Bro, think about it, bro. Volleyball, bro. Like, come on, man.
Listen, dude. Any man understands this. When you're in high school and you're like going through the hormones and all those things, you will do anything to see other girls naked.
Anything.
Yeah. And if that includes dressing up as a girl, there's certain dudes that are going to do
tuck it if you got to.
Yeah. I don't know if that's the case with this person.
Well, it's funny you say that because, Andy, there's actually 3 of this dude's former and current volleyball teammates. They just filed a lawsuit against Europa Unified School District, the California Interscholastic Federation, and the California Department of Education over their experience sharing a team and locker room with the transgender athlete.
What do they say?
I mean, they're having to share locker rooms with them, bro. Like, I mean, like, again,
it's the same thing Riley said when she was here.
Dude, it's insane.
Yeah.
It's insane. There's
it is
nothing
insane.
brave about this.
No, it's
there's
wrong.
nothing courage. Like, this is not courage. It's not cool, bro.
Yeah, well, why did it happen? Hold on. Why is it happening?
Well, again, it's just like we talked in headline 1, bro. It's weak parents. That's where it starts. I think that's a massive piece of it, bro. It's weak parents that can't stand on their shit.
That's step 1. Where's the second? What's the second step? Why is it happening?
Well, it gets encouraged.
No. The other parents who know it's wrong
Don't do shit about it.
They don't say shit.
Mm-hmm.
They just sit there and take it. And that's why we get all this crazy shit.
Yeah.
Because they shame you and they say you're a bigot and you're a this and you're a that and you're a this, and people don't like that. You're not a bigot for pointing out that dudes shouldn't be playing sports with girls. Okay? Period. That's it. You're 100% correct. You shouldn't feel shame. You shouldn't let people guilt you. These people are professional gaslighters and manipulators. And people have to understand what's going on.
I mean,
the tide is definitely shifting, but
for sure. But here's my thing.
The problem is, this is the shit that actually creates hate.
Yeah.
Okay. When they talk about hate speech, right? They say, like they would say, what I'm saying right now is hate speech.
Mm-hmm.
That's not hate speech. You're creating hate. You're creating hate.
Yeah.
Because
you want hate speech. They don't
want real hate speech. There's people out there that, and now it's become this thing where it's like, well, if we don't let them do it, they'll shoot people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right. Dude, I don't understand how this is still happening. Like, how is this a thing? I don't, and I get, like, we can joke it's California, right? But, like, dude, California's not all left communists.
Oh.
There's real Americans out there.
In fact, most of the people I know from California are very in line with the social narrative that's happening in this country right now, but they're still afraid to say it.
Yeah.
It's interesting because I'll talk to them and they'll say things like, well, you can't say that. And I'm like, what are you talking about, bro? I say this shit all day long in front of the whole world. You can't say this because you are afraid.
Right.
And cowardice is ruining this country. It's like I said before, man. During COVID, it became very apparent to me why most people can't win in life, because they don't even have the gall or the bravery or the spine to stand up for very basic truths, such as a man is a man and a woman is a woman. Okay? And when you lack the ability to stand up for very basic truths, you certainly don't have the courage to be successful in life. You don't have the courage to go to your boss and say, I do this and this and this. I deserve to progress or get a raise. You don't have the courage to go after what it is that you actually believe you want for yourself. You don't even have the courage to say, that's wrong. Mm-hmm. And then you wonder why you're not getting anything out of life, dude. Success requires courage. And it taught me a lot about people watching this, because to me, that's common sense, dude. And I was lucky enough to grow up around people that made that very apparent. Like, you've got to step out into the game if you want the rewards of the game. Mm-hmm. And when you're not willing to have even moderately uncomfortable conversations with people, you don't have what it takes to win at anything. That's the truth.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's no, I don't know. People will say, "Oh, there's two different things." No, it's not. It's not two different things. You lack courage. You lack backbone. You lack a spine. You won't stand up or have an uncomfortable conversation, and that will hinder your life in every regard. So, you know, it taught me a lot about people. And, I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's up.
Yeah. Dude, you know, if they allowed us to gamble on this, maybe.
No, listen, dude. Listen, this is real shit. Okay? Communism works because it removes all identity. Okay? It removes personal identity. A man can be a woman can be a man. It removes all truth. It removes national identity, right? This is why they say nationalism is a bad thing. How is nationalism a bad thing? How is taking pride in your country a bad thing? Mm-hmm. That's not bad. That's a great thing.
You should want to have pride in your country.
That's a great thing. It's a great thing to be a nationalist and a lover and a patriot of your country.
Yep.
That's a honorable, great thing. And without it, you get conquered, which is why they're trying to dilute that identity. Yeah. And the only way to dilute identity is to confuse people with the fact, you know, quote unquote fact, that there is no solid truth. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's where they start with this shit. I did a podcast on this at MFCEO. What number is this, bro? Go look it up. It's called Your Truth, My Truth, and The Truth. And like, bro, there's only the truth. Mm-hmm. There is no my truth. Well, there's no your truth.
No.
There's the truth. And getting that confused, what is it? 45. Episode 45 on MSCEO?
No, that's Real AF, Phil.
On Real AF?
Yeah.
Okay.
And bro, and here's the
thing. How long is that?
How long you mean, like the length of the podcast?
Yes.
2 hours, 14 minutes.
Yeah, that was a good one. I was there. Yeah, that was a good one.
All right.
But I we got to clarify what you're saying, bro, because I don't think people understand. Like, we talk about the nationalist, you will not fight for something you don't love, right? And so, like, if you don't have love for something, why would you fight for it? That's how it gets conquered.
Yeah.
Well, I don't care about my country. Okay, well, cool. You don't care about your house is gonna fall to fucking shit.
Yep.
You don't care about your family family's gonna fall to fucking shit. You don't care about your work.
Yeah, but that starts with the delusion of truth.
Yeah.
People aren't putting this together, dude.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
it's so weird to me. Like, even the biggest podcasters in the world, they're not putting it all together. Mm-hmm. They're just talking about it as one issue.
Yeah, right. They're separate. Yeah,
why is that?
That's right. That's right.
Why are all these big podcasters, like the biggest ones in the world, like, why are they not attaching this together for people?
Because it's not about the solutions for them. They don't benefit off the solutions. They're just like everybody else, bro.
Yeah, they do. Their kids, they got kids.
They don't see that. They don't see it like that, bro. They benefit just as much. They want the views. They don't. No, bro. Why fix it? They don't want to talk about. Nobody wants to talk about solutions. Getting better. What? Winning? Yeah. Come on, man. You gotta fight for. You gotta love what you want, man. It's that simple to me, man. Guys, jump in on this conversation though. Let us know down in the comments what you guys think. That being said, we have our final segment, bro. We're rolling. Got thumbs up. Dumb as fuck. Guys, this is where we bring a headline in. We talk about it. It gets one of those two options after we vote on it. And so with that being said, we got to go back. We got to go stay right here, St. Louis. Yeah. And some white people shit. Our thumbs up or dumbest headline reads, inside America's scariest house where 13 people have died and ghosts haunt the halls.
Is this Let Mansion?
The Bissell Mansion, yeah. Separate.
It's a different one?
Different one. I didn't know about this one.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah. A young couple bought one of America's most terrifying homes last year and found what appeared to be a human skeleton under their front porch. Kyle Wheeler, 37, and Aaliyah Jane, 33, bought Bissell Mansion in St. Louis for $205,000 without ever seeing the inside. The historic home, one of the oldest in the city, is now a subject of HGTV's show Scariest House in America, which aims to find the spookiest residents in the country. The first week after the couple bought the mansion, a motion detector alarm in the basement would go off every night. The couple set up a camera in the basement, but it never captured anything. The weird thing is when I would go down there, it would stop, Wheeler told St. Louis Post-Dispatch. The alarm kept going off every night until the couple disabled it. Wheeler also reported hearing footsteps from the second floor while on the ground floor. In June, as renovations were underway, the HGTV finished filming their episode. Wheeler discovered what appeared to be a human skeleton under the front porch. He called the police, who told him to seal off the area until the investigation be carried out. But the creepiest phenomenon might be the mysterious man who stands in a corner, which visitors to the mansion over the years have reported seeing. Contractors working on the house in recent weeks have also reported seeing a man dressed in black standing in the window. Wheeler's wife, Jane, admits she does not feel entirely comfortable when she's in the house alone. She must be black. The Bissell Mansion sits atop a hill in St. Louis's College Hill neighborhood. At least 13 people are confirmed to have died in the house, which was built by Captain Louis Bissell between 1812 and 1820, making it one of the oldest brick houses in the city. It used to be a slave plantation. Oh, okay. So that explains the smoke alarm in the basement. It used to be a slave plantation.
The more than 200-year-old house was at the heart of a slave plantation owned by the captain, who served in the War of 1812.
Damn.
Some of the people who died there may have been buried in the front yard, and there used to be a private cemetery on the land.
Yeah, it's a big place. It used to be like 16,000 acres, bro.
Holy shit. And this was like the main house?
Main house.
Huh.
The big house.
Yeah.
That's right.
I never heard of this.
Yeah, same, bro. Same. I thought it was kind of crazy.
We got a picture of it?
Yeah. This is it here.
Where is this?
In College Hill.
Where's that?
So I think it's like South City.
Where's College Hill in St. Louis?
Yeah.
I don't know where that is.
College Hill neighborhood. Let me see. Bro, I mean, it's
You
dilapidated.
got any like modern pictures of it?
No, because they're still doing renovations, so they haven't released everything yet. Let me see.
It's downtown?
It's near downtown.
Where's it by?
It's right by 70, Fairground Park, Merchants Bridge, McKinley Bridge, Black History Museum.
It's on the north side.
Oh, they're in the north side.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the Grand Water Tower. Oh, yeah, bro. It was, no. Why would they buy that over there?
Put it up there on the map. I want to see where it is. Where is it?
Yeah, so that's north side.
Huh?
So College Hill is north side. So this is the city now. And I believe Bissell Mansion is over here off of, where's Blair? Blair, right here. It's right up over here.
All right, zoom out. Oh, that's pretty far north, huh?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, 16,000 acres, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, I know my house on it.
No doubt about that.
That same shit happened to our house.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's
Bro, we disconnected the battery in the ADT thing.
It's still going off.
Thing still went off.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Mr. Bissell. Right there. Yeah. No, dude.
Well,
it just looks creepy,
yeah.
bro.
I mean, dude.
Yeah, it was part of a 16,000 acre plantation. And they only had 6 slaves? There's no way that was enough.
You'd have more? You would have had more?
I would have had way more, bro.
Yeah.
16,000 acres, bro. Only 6? That's it?
Bro, how come the slaves never just killed the owner?
I don't know, bro. Okay, here's a random thought, though. All right.
Yeah, but for real, dude. Like, why did the slaves not just revolt and kill these?
Oh yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. But I thought about this too, though. Like, could you imagine like slavery today? You know what I'm saying? Like, Sharkeisha, you're late again. Hell nah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, could you imagine that shit today? Nothing would get done.
That's not how it would go. I don't know how much you know about slavery, but it wasn't like they were asked.
Mrs. Sharkeisha, can you please?
No.
Oh, you don't feel like working today? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, bro, yeah, it wasn't like that.
Pull up to the field in the Hellcat. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
Oh, what's good, Mr. Bissell, my nissel? You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Yep. Nope. They didn't do it that way.
The Quan, I'm a couple of cotton bales short. Where's all going? Stealing from the plantation.
I got no comment, man.
I'm just saying, just imagine. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? I don't have to imagine. I get accused of being one of them every day of my life since I've been born.
Same.
No, not the same.
Yeah, dude, I have zero interest in any of that ghost shit, bro. Zero. But I mean, that's cool. Cool for them. Make sure they lock the doors. You ain't worry about what's on the inside of the house. You be worried about what's on the outside.
That's right. I can tell you this: if you stay in the house, it's safer on the inside.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah. I'll be with ghosts.
Yeah.
The slave ghost coming. Don't let that.
Oh man, we're going to hell.
Oh, I'm there.
Yeah, I'll see you.
I'll see you there, bro.
Yeah, it's because I laugh at all your racist shit.
Damn, it's so hot in here. You know what I'm saying? Man. All right.
Yeah.
Well, good for them. And,
look, dude, the bottom line about all this shit is that we got to understand that nothing changes until you stop tolerating the bullshit in your own life. When we talk about personal excellence being the ultimate rebellion, part of being personal excellence is having boundaries and respect and integrity and courage to not allow crazy shit to go on in front of you. And everybody still thinks that, the government's going to solve this. The government can only solve it when the social temperature is correct. And the social temperature has to be what American culture is supposed to be. It's not anything other than you are welcome here. If you abide by the culture that is set and the rules that are set. Mm-hmm. And you are not allowed to come here and behave any which way you want from your other country. I'm sorry, dude. Fuck off. Mm-mm. Go back to where the fuck you came from.
If you're born here, you're going to abide by the culture.
Correct.
And you're going to abide by the rules
and the laws and these people who have had, there's two groups of people there's three groups of people that are responsible for what's going on. One, the media, the politicians, the people who are paid to propagate this information. Mm-hmm. Two, the people in this country who have never been touched by criminality or violence, who have a soft heart, who have bleeding hearts for these people. And three, and this is the biggest responsibility, and people don't like it, but the American men who have tolerated this shit because they're afraid of being shamed. Like, dude, are you guys so weak that you're afraid of being called names to stand up for your family and your culture and what's right? Like, that's the biggest reason why this happened. And that's why they removed masculinity from society. That's why they villainize masculinity. That's why they call it toxic. When in reality, dude, we're seeing the result of what happens when masculinity is removed from culture. And it ain't good. So if you want it to stop, you got to stop tolerating it in your own life. And that's it.
100%.
And instead of blaming the government and blaming these people, and blame yourself. How many times did you see something wrong that you didn't say shit about? How many times did you go along with the narrative that you knew was wrong just to keep the peace? Those are the things that allowed this to happen. It's not the government, bro. It's the people who have allowed it to happen.
That's real, bro. That's real, man. Well, guys, Andy, That's all I got.
Yep. All right, guys. Don't be a hoe.
Share the show.